Magic Spider-Man set is hitting pre-release this weekend, but is it even worth buying? Let's cover the worst aspects of the set before it launches, then you decide. Don't forget to get subscribed before our 750 subscriber giveaway. The winner will win a Play Booster box of their choice, and it could even be one of these Final Fantasy ones. There's no serialized cards in Spider-Man. Without a serialized chase, the set just isn't going to have the market that Final Fantasy had. The Soul Stone is supposed to be the chase, and it will be valuable, but there is nothing like the reveal of each serialized number, creating the FOMO as more are open to drive sales, and if you don't open your packs now, they may all be gone before you do. Who knows how many versions of this Soul Stone there are, and there isn't anything unique about each one to drive individual bidding in the future for specific numbers, and there's no sex or funny numbers either. This version is only in collector boosters, and that's okay, because that's kind of the point of collector boosters. What's also only in collector boosters are these classic comic cards, and that's not okay with me. Locking a whole treatment into the collector booster is a disappointment. Previously, I expected the foil versions to be inside collector boosters only. That's how it was done for Final Fantasy and Wilds of Eldraine's Enchanting Tales sheet. Being able to have that huge hit available in play boosters, I think drives the value of the whole set while maintaining the rarity of the foil versions. To me, excluding a whole treatment from the play boosters violates the premise that we use to justify the expensive collector boosters. You can say that having a collector booster only treatment is how you maintain the collectability, but I think it will actually tank the value of both collector boosters and play boosters. These cards aren't even on the bonus sheet, they're all standard legal. Textured foil versions of Spectacular Spider-Man are also locked to collector boosters, but this variation I like. Much like the many colors of Traveling Chocobo from Final Fantasy, there are all these different versions of Spectacular Spider-Man wearing different Spidey suits and in different variations of the city behind him. Locking a specific chase multiple variation card to the collector booster is okay, but not a whole non-bonus sheet. Another huge negative to the set for me is how many legendary creatures there are within it. There are so many that 2 additional cards were created to copy creatures and ignore the legendary type. Imposter Syndrome generated a non-legendary token whenever you deal damage to players with a creature, and the Clone Saga duping the next creature you play. However, we're giving bonus points for memeability with the Art of Imposter Syndrome. Maybe I like that one. I feel like the set is going to be hampered because the bombs won't be able to be played side by side and constructed. It's okay when some named creatures are legendary, that's the goal of the rule. But when there are this many, I expect it to make enough restrictions to deck building that many of the Spider-Man cards just get left out, heroes and villains alike. The next downside is Pick 2 Draft. Since the set was missing almost 100 cards compared to recent sets, and it had to have 65 commons added in close to the last minute to convert it to standard and make it even draftable. Even then, it's only going to be draftable as the Pick 2 draft. This means you get to open a pack and take 2 cards immediately, and you only draft in pods of 4, meaning there are only 12 packs in the pool. You can quickly get set into a specific color or multicolors only to find out someone sitting next to you is doing the same, but you've both already drafted so many cards, it'll be hard to pivot and make a functional deck. There isn't a whole lot of mana fixing inside of Spider-Man either. There are powerful commons too, like this Banishing Light copy, Web Up, that might be an auto-include second pick when you open a pack if there aren't many good removal options. And if everyone is doing it, we're all splashing white and blocked out of it at the same time for minor cards. Scorpion's thing is in the same boat. Pick 2 Draft can really enable removal tribal and box people out of the game. I don't even know if Pick 2 Draft can fire with less than 4 people or more than 4 people. It doesn't seem fun to be in a pod of 3 and play 2 others and get a bye. That can't be good for LGSs either if they offer prizing, even with prize support from Wizards. Going further in on the draft format, the set was originally supposed to be an eternal legal set and formatted like Assassin's Creed and the failed March on the Machine Aftermath, with a smaller booster pack and no limited formats available. Forcing it into limited with Pick 2 Draft and into standard with cards originally designed for Eternal may result in the same VV situation we have going on already in standard, if the deck construction issues around legendary creatures I mentioned earlier don't hold the set back completely. Another thing I really dislike about the set is how expensive it already is before release. Selling as pre-orders well above MSRP online is driving LGSs to have to match the market, otherwise they miss the bag and end up enabling scalpers to buy and flip Spider-Man product, resulting in a poor experience for everyone. Collector booster pricing is really ramping up in Magic post-Final Fantasy as rumored lower print runs are driving more collectors into the space. But as we discussed earlier, missing out completely on the comic book cover cards and play boosters makes the cost of collector boosters even worse for me. Hopefully, this means play booster boxes will remain under $200, which is technically a deal since MSRP on a play booster is $7 and each box has 30 packs, putting MSRP around $210. That price is also fluctuating really hard right now. Disappointing box opening by content creators are causing the price of collector boxes to come down by hundreds of dollars before release. There are no singles driving prices to keep them on par with the price of the box. Eddie Brock Borderless is currently the highest priced single at $500 in its listing, but none have actually sold, and there's a steep fall off from there. Despite Spider-Man having larger fan base than previous Universes Beyond sets, it doesn't seem that the pricing is there yet for singles. It'll probably take longer for the disconnected fan base to catch on to the Magic release and pick up the special arts that they want. And that's why I think the Spider-Man set is complete trash. And if you completely disagree, I've got news for you. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care.